Hi class, I'm going to read you this week's Bible story. And the Bible story today goes along with our monthly theme and memory verse, which is, with God, everything is possible. And we'll do the motions to that verse after the story. But first, let's hear another story about how God does the impossible. This story is called Jesus Walks on Water. Jesus told his disciples to go on ahead of him. Then Jesus walked up the mountainside to pray. Storm clouds started to fill the sky. Jesus could see his friends, the disciples, in the boat. They were having trouble. The wind swooshed and the waves sloshed. The boat was being tossed around. But suddenly, the disciples saw someone walking towards them, walking on the water. They thought it was a ghost. But since ghosts aren't real, it couldn't be. It was Jesus. Jesus called out to them. "It is I. Do not be afraid," Jesus said. The disciples still weren't sure. Peter said, "If you really are Jesus, let me walk out to come to you." Jesus replied and said, "Then come." Peter stepped out of the boat. He too began walking on the water towards Jesus. But then Peter looked at the wind and he looked at the waves and he felt scared. Suddenly, he started to sink in the water. "Lord, save me," called out Peter. Jesus reached out and he pulled Peter up. "Why didn't you just trust me?" Jesus said. They climbed back into the boat and the storm stopped. They said, "Truly, Jesus, you are the Son of God." So that story is a lot like our memory verse. Let's do our memory verse together, okay? Ready? With God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26. You guys should teach your family that verse. And you can tell them how we do it in a quiet voice, how we do it in a tough guy voice, and whatever voices you can come up with. Another idea would be to act out the story. Someone can be Jesus, the rest of the people can get in the boat and have the wind blow and the waves rise up. And then Jesus could walk on the water and call for Peter, and then Peter walks on the water, and then he starts sinking. And what did Jesus do? He reached out his hand and he pulled him up. Because, let's do our memory verse one more time. 1, 2, 3. With God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26.